Morning. Today is Monday, November 10th. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. Not to rub it in too much to those of you up north struggling with the cold and the snow right now, but it was stunning here on Sunday. We weren't the lone family that had the idea of taking our kid to the park over the weekend because it was so nice. With it being a little colder here this week, granted it's all relative. But it was beautiful here over the weekend. Sunday we took him to the park, had a very good time. Saturday we got his haircut, which was less fun. Dad didn't realize he was signing up for a full body workout in the process of doing so, trying to restrain an almost 2-year-old who's a lot stronger than he looks. But Gabriel left the haircut with the same number of ears he went into the haircut with, so that was a win. All things considered, can't complain too much. Last week, not a great week in the market, not terrible, but the S&P and Dow were down about 1%. NASDAQ, more tech heavy, down right around 3%. Two primary factors leading to those two things, or those two kind of results. I'm going to try and limit how many times I say shutdown during this video, but government shutdown kind of weighing on the economy a bit. And then AI valuations being a little stretched. There's kind of rumblings or concerns over that. Hence why the tech-heavy NASDAQ was down a little more last week. Friday, we got the University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Survey data. We actually went over this. It was an educational piece in a review, I want to say 2 years ago or so. Just how consumer sentiment and the market, like forward-looking markets, when sentiment is high and things are going great, markets long-term tend to do poorly moving forward, or maybe not long-term, but in the short to intermediate term, tend to underperform. When consumer sentiment is low, markets tend to do better in the near future, which kind of intuitively makes sense that if things are not in a great spot currently in the economy, that they need to turn in some capacity, or if things are going great in the economy, you would expect at some point in the future the market to go down. So the government shutdown, sentiment was down. That was the primary driver there. Lowest level in more than 3 years. And kind of going hand in hand with that. So we were set to get CPI and PPI numbers this week, or scheduled to, I guess would be the right term. Given those are federal agencies that put out those reports, like we're not going to be receiving those numbers this week. So just kind of one more government shutdown thing that we're dealing with there. That being said, over the weekend, there were kind of rumblings that progress is being made on a new federal funding bill that would end said government shutdown. So futures this morning are up. I guess a little bit of optimism heading into the week. And then lastly, Johan usually gets to do this, and he probably will say something again next week. But with tomorrow being Veterans Day, just a very heartfelt thank you to all our veterans out there, friends and clients that are listening to this. Without you guys, we wouldn't be the greatest country in the world. I think we are. So happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service. Questions, comments, concerns, do not hesitate to reach out, and have a great week.